If you're retired or planning to retire in Canada, 2025 is bringing some of the biggest updates we've seen in years. Whether you're receiving CPP, OAS, or GIS, or expect to soon, this video will walk you through the exact changes happening right now. You'll learn how they affect your payments, your eligibility, and even your taxes. And by the end of this video, you'll be fully prepared to take advantage of the new rules and avoid common mistakes that could cost you money. Let's start with the Canada Pension Plan. For working Canadians, 2025 marks the beginning of the second phase of the CPP Enhancement Plan. That means higher contributions, but also higher future retirement income. This year, the government introduced not just one, but two ceilings for pensionable earnings. The original limit, known as the year's maximum pensionable earnings, or YMPE, is now set at $68,500. But the big change is the introduction of the year's additional maximum pensionable earnings, a second ceiling that goes up to $73,200. If you're earning between these two numbers, you will contribute additional amounts to CPP, and so will your employer. If you're self-employed, you're responsible for both the employee and employer shares. The government's goal here is long-term. Increase CPP contributions now to increase CPP payments in the future. For younger workers especially, this will result in larger retirement payments when they reach their 60s or 70s. But what about those who are already retired and receiving CPP? There's good news. As of January 2025, the average monthly CPP payment has increased. The exact amount depends on how much you contributed and when you began receiving your benefit. The maximum monthly CPP payment at age 65 is now about $1,365, up slightly from $1,360 last year. While most Canadians don't receive the maximum, even partial benefits are seeing an increase due to wage growth and inflation indexation. These modest increases help retirees keep up with the rising cost of living. Old age security has also received key updates this year. One of the most significant changes is the new income recovery threshold, sometimes called the OAS clawback. In 2024, this threshold was $87,645, but in 2025, it has risen to $90,997. This means seniors can now earn more income before their OAS payments start to get reduced. For many, that means more flexibility when it comes to taking money out of RRSPs, working part-time, or managing investment income. Even more important for seniors age 75 and over, the additional OAS supplement introduced in 2022 has been increased again in 2025. These older seniors are now receiving about $85 more per month, or around $1,020 more per year. The maximum monthly OAS payment for seniors 75 and older is now approximately $860. For those aged 65 to 74, it's about $745. These payments continue to be indexed quarterly, so you may see small adjustments later in the year depending on inflation trends. And the way seniors apply for these benefits is also getting an upgrade. In 2025, the government has launched a pilot digital application system for both OAS and GIS in select provinces. This new system is designed to make applying faster and easier, reducing paperwork and speeding up processing times. It's expected to expand nationwide by 2026. If you're approaching age 65, this new system could help you get your benefits with less hassle and fewer delays. Now let's talk about the Guaranteed Income Supplement. For many low-income seniors, GIS is a critical monthly top-up to OAS. In 2025, GIS amounts have been adjusted upward to reflect inflation. The maximum GIS payment for a single senior has now increased to approximately $1,077 per month. For couples who both receive GIS, the maximum combined monthly GIS payment is now about $1,432. These increases offer some much-needed relief, especially as food and housing costs remain high in many parts of Canada. But one of the most practical and beneficial changes to GIS is the expansion of the earnings exemption. Previously, seniors could earn up to $5,000 in employment income without affecting their GIS. In 2025, that threshold has increased to $6,500, and the partial exemption on the next $10,000 remains in place. This means seniors who choose to work part-time or freelance can now keep more of their GIS benefits. It's a change designed to support older Canadians who want to stay active in the workforce while still protecting their benefits. GIS enrollment is also becoming more seamless. If you're turning 65 this year, you may be automatically enrolled in GIS if you already receive OAS and your income qualifies. The government is taking steps to make this process more proactive, with notifications and reminders so fewer people fall through the cracks and miss out on money they're eligible to receive. Another important change happening behind the scenes is the improved integration between federal and provincial programs. In provinces like British Columbia and Ontario, being enrolled in GIS now unlocks access to additional provincial supports, such as housing and utility subsidies or dental assistance. If you qualify for GIS, be sure to check with your provincial benefits office. You might be entitled to more than just the federal payment. Now, inflation is something that affects every Canadian, but it hits seniors particularly hard. In early 2025, inflation remained higher than expected, especially in categories like food, rent, and healthcare. Although the Bank of Canada has taken measures to stabilize prices, the cost of living is still a serious concern. Fortunately, CPP, OAS, and GIS are all indexed to inflation. The next cost of living adjustment is scheduled for October 2025, and the expected increase ranges from 2.4% to 2.7%, depending on the inflation data at that time. So even if prices continue to climb, your benefits will rise with them to help offset that pressure. There's also an increased focus in 2025 on fraud prevention and digital access. Seniors across Canada have reported a surge in scam calls, emails, and text messages pretending to be from Service Canada or the CRA. In response, the government has launched several security measures. Enhanced caller ID is now available. A new secure messaging portal has been added to my Service Canada account, and CRA now uses voice recognition when you call in. Remember, the government will never ask you to confirm personal details by text or to make payments through gift cards or cryptocurrency. If something doesn't feel right, hang up and call the official number. Speaking of my Service Canada account, it's been upgraded significantly this year. You can now view the status of your CPP, OAS, and GIS benefits, see upcoming payment dates, and download your annual tax slips, all from one digital dashboard. You can also update your banking information or change your address in just a few clicks. If you or someone you care about hasn't set up their account yet, now's the time. It makes managing your retirement income far easier. As we near the end of this video,